Hello guys, we are here. It's the live commentary. Everton versus Chelsea. I hope you're all doing good. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream as I try and sort my microphone out. Hopefully you guys can see it all good and we're live. We're ready to rock and roll and this is going to be a big game. And if any of you guys have just sat and watched the Man United versus Man City game, OMG, that was painful. Absolutely painful. Let's hope for a better spectacle this evening from Chelsea. Obviously not much from Everton, but from Chelsea. So the Chelsea team, just to confirm, Edouard Mendy's in goal. Reece James at right back. Thiago Silva, captain. Kurt Zouma in the middle of the back four. Ben Chilwell's at left back. Midfield three, N'Golo Kanté with Mateo Kovacic and Mason Mount. All those players pretty much pick themselves. And Kai Havertz is in on the right. Olivier Giroud up top. Timo Werner on the left-hand side. No Christian Pulisic in the squad at the moment at all. And the subs are Kepa, Tony Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Billy Gilmour, Jorginho, Tino Anjorin, Tammy Abraham. So Pulisic is not on the bench either. I'm just trying to look here to see the reason for that. And let's just have a look here. I'm sure some of you guys have already seen it, but I can't think where we can see. Let's have a look here. Christian Pulisic. Just trying to catch the latest on this. Doesn't actually say the reason. So I'm sure Frank Lampard has already announced it. In fact, I'm sure that I saw on the Fifth Stand app the reason why Pulisic is not involved. There you go. We couldn't take the risk with Christian Pulisic. We hope to have him back on Tuesday. So there you go. I put a video out on my channel earlier. If you guys have seen it, I basically asked the question, Kai Havertz or Christian Pulisic? And I said at the time that I think Havertz will get the nod because it couldn't be Christian Pulisic. There's no need to try and rush him back from his injury and play him. It's just no point. But clear sky, yeah, it does hurt Silva wingers injured. It does, but that's where you got the likes of Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, are reliable, have come in and will do the job. Clint Holland, thank you, mate. I'm glad that you're looking forward to the commentary. I'll do the best that I can. Always remember to keep on me to do with the clock. Touch One, how you doing? Good. Welcome to the stream. Welcome along as usual. Hope to see all my regulars. Hopefully you've had a good Saturday. Emperor, how are you? Welcome along. So, don't forget, guys, if you first joined the stream, or if you haven't been on the stream before, I'm watching it on the BT Sport app, so I'm 1 minute delayed from the normal programming. So I am on a little bit of a delay, but I will try and talk you through it. And obviously there's a slight delay between what I'm saying and what you guys are seeing. About 10-15 seconds, I think. So, well, welcome along. What do you think of the Chelsea team? What do you think of the fact that Pulisic is decided not to be risked and not involved at all? It's a chance for Billy Gilmour, Timo Anjorin to be on the bench with the likes of Jorginho, Azpi, Tony Rudiger and Tammy Abraham. It was always going to be Giroud up top. It was always going to be Timo Werner on the left. Always going to be the same back five and the midfield three. The only gap in the team for me was the choice between Havertz or Pulisic. And I'm glad that Frank Lampard has gone with Kai Havertz rather than Christian Pulisic. How are you all feeling ahead of the game? Are you feeling okay? Everton are playing with a front three of Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin and Alex Iwobi, the ex-Arsenal player Iwobi. They got Sigurdsson, midfield with Allen and Decore. So they've still got creativity through Richarlison, who's going to pull onto the left, to their left-hand side, onto Reece James. Hopefully Reece James can put him in his pocket and keep him there. That's what we hope, anyway. So 5 minutes before kickoff, just hopefully players will be up for it. Players will be ready to go, fit and firing. Looking forward to this one, I have to say. After sitting through that Man United game, that was awful. Really bad. Results today, obviously, Wolves lost at home to Aston Villa, who got a late penalty. Newcastle beat West Brom with a late goal from Dwight Gale, winning 2-1. Good to see Ivanovic getting involved in that game. Dale, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm really good, thank you. How are you? Hopefully you're good, mate. Looking forward to the game. And then, of course, Man United, Man City, the dull 0-0. I've got a funny feeling that's probably going to be the last game shown on Match of the Day tonight. It was woeful. By the looks of it, it's going to be Diddy, how you doing? Holston's all the way. Fair play. Fair play. I don't want to start too early, so I've only got that at the moment, so it's not too bad. Goes to Rugby. How am I chatty at match this? Are you this chatty at matches? I am. Yes, I am. My mates would tell you the same thing. But normally we get in the bar first, have a few before we go into the game. So it's mainly singing when I'm in there. Right, the team's come out. Of course, this is the first time Everton are playing in front of fans in their stadium. 2,000, is it 2,000 fans? The COVID situation has just been a complete nightmare for everyone. But I got my hair cut today. And when I got my hair cut, what happened? I walked in the hairdressers and there's people still sitting in the hairdressers. The hairdressers have all got masks on. The people in there are all sitting there with no masks on, sitting all penged in, chatting away to each other. When are people going to learn? That's all I'm going to say. So annoying. So annoying. Dale, no, I'm not. I'm on the do as you're told. We don't call them wife beaters anymore because that's wrong. So it's do as you're told. I'm on. I'm only going to have one this half, one next half. Might have a couple during the evening. You never know. Might set up a bit of YouTube music videos. A couple of beers later. Never know. Let a bit of steam off. But Chelsea now are coming out from the corner of the ground and we're wearing our away strip. I've got to turn my phone down, obviously. We're wearing the sky blue, light blue kit. I thought they might wear the other one, but obviously the blue in it will clash with Everton. So Everton starting 11. Jordan Pickford, Mason Holgate, Yerry Mina, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey, Decore, Alan Sigurdsson midfield with Iwobi, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison up front. Olsen, Kenny, Gomez, Gordon, Davis, Bernard and Tosin on the bench. 4-3-3. I think that side of Everton's midfield, Sigurdsson especially, is weak. And I think Yerry Mina, in my view, is someone that we can get at. David, come on Everton. Welcome to the stream. Good side Everton. You're going to miss Rodriguez though, I have to say. Chelsea's team, Mendy, James, Zuma, Silva, Chilwell, Kovacic, Conte, Mount, Havertz, Giroud, Werner, with Kepa, Aspi, Rudiger, Jorginho, Gilmore, Anduin and Tammy Abraham on the bench. Which head did I get cut? Have you not seen my videos the last few times? I've got this absolute mop on my head that I can't do anything with. I had an absolute mop. Diddy, hello mate, how you doing? But yeah, it's just it wasn't ideal. So both teams in a 4-3-3 formation. Interesting to see how this starts, how it plays out. Everton will miss Rodriguez. They're going to miss Seamus Coleman as well. Obviously, we're missing Kai Havertz, Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi. Calvert-Lewin's a threat, as always. Good player. Having a great season so far. And, of course, Olivier Giroud's up front. You never see him in the same room. I'm good, Diddy, thank you. Frank and Carlo having an embrace. Frank shakes the hand of big old Duncan Ferguson. What a player he was back in the day. So Chelsea are going to kick off As the camera looks at the ground, the benches are, of course, are across from the camera, and Chelsea are kicking left to right. Everton are kicking away from their main stand. I thought we had my ears lowered. Damien, yeah, there's only 28 watching for now. It'll get busy. Brian, how you doing? David, not sure. There might be a few Everton. Everyone's just taking a knee. And just remember, as I said earlier, I'm watching it on a BT Sport app. So I'm a minute delayed from the normal coverage that you'll see on the telly. So it's through an app. So Chelsea about to kick off and we get underway. Goes back to Thiago Silva, who lumps the ball from left to centre up to that right wing. And we flick on a header. We don't. It comes off the Everton defender and it goes off for a Chelsea throw early. About 30 yards from the byline. Havertz takes it from Reece James and goes back to Kurt Zuma. And he plays it back to Mendy, who's 10 yards outside his box and goes square to Zuma. Zuma comes this way to Reece James. Plays a little ball up the line to Havertz. Plays it off for Carlson. And Chelsea, all the time, I know the time. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? My clock, I'm awful with all this stuff. I'm 30 seconds behind. Never mind. Anyway, we got possession. Claire and Chris, how you doing? Steve, definitely a tough place to go, Goodison. You got to earn the right to win your points at Goodison Park, as it is with the Premier League, but particularly at Goodison. We've had the ball, we play it up to Giroud, who turns on halfway, and the ball finds its way out to Mason Mount. Halfway inside their half, and Chilwell's got to go backwards. Goes square to Thiago Silva. Chilwell in front of the benches, plays a little ball up the line. Easy for Everton to defend, but Mason Mount collects second ball. Kante goes in with a challenge and it breaks to Sigurdsson. Iwobi, right hand side, 10 yards inside their own half. Up the line, Chilwell's covering. Sigurdsson, captain today, is chasing him down. Goes off for Chelsea throw, 10 yards by our own corner flag, left hand side. Chilwell, looking for his options. Carlo, doing the old eyebrow. Bless him. What a great manager for us he was. Right, we've had possession and it's been broken down, but Werner's now breaking down the left-hand side. He's edge of the box, left-hand side. He pulls the ball to the edge of the box to Havertz, dead centre. Tries to play it outside to Reece James, but he doesn't play the right strength on the pass. And Godfrey gets in and blocks the shot. And it goes off for a Chelsea corner, hopefully. But sort of possession, sort of backwards and forwards, and there's a pass play, deflects off the Everton defender, straight to the path of Werner on halfway, and he's gone. Right, it's a corner to Chelsea. Everyone's moving up. Mount to take it, right hand side, right foot out swinger. Mount to take it, and he's probably looking for the penalty spot for Zuma again. But he plays it along the deck, and they see it coming, they get a foot in. Thiago Silva plays it out to Mason Mount. He's got the ball back. But he's offside. Jordan, thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. Big Whopper, the Gooners. Oh, dear. I think Arsenal, difficult Arsenal, I have to say. They've got the players, they just haven't got the system. And I just think they need to sort out the core of the team. They've got it up top. I think Arteta's problem, he doesn't know his best 11, and that's the problem. Whereas you come into the team, like Frank Lampard knows his best 11. City know their best 11. Liverpool know their best 11. I think that's the difference. Anyway, Everton have got possession halfway inside our half, and Allen trying to swing a ball out wide right to Corey, who's gone out there. Flicks the ball inside to Iwobi, edge of our box. And Mason Mount's there to win a challenge. And plays it off of Iwobi. Chelsea throw, again, 10 yards from the corner flag. Our own corner flag, left-hand side. Welcome along, everyone, to the stream. It's not really a watch-along. This is a commentary. Chelsea take the throw short. Kante plays it to Kovacic. Plays it short to Chilwell. Iwobi shuts him down. Plays it off of Chilwell. Everton throw. Everton throw. 15 yards from our corner flag. Right wing. Decore goes short. He goes to the edge of the box to Iwobi. Tries a back flick. Silva's read it. Clears the ball away. But Allen's mopped up. And Mount's nicked it off him. 10 yards inside their half. Havertz, dead centre. Tries to play a square pass. Zuma comes in and forces it wide right to Reece James on halfway. Plays the ball up the line. There's Havertz making a run. Halfway inside their half. Reece James plays the ball up the line to Kovacic. Havertz inside, moving inside the centre, 25 yards out. But Carlson shutting him down and forcing him wide right. Reece James tries to take on Allen. Allen gets his foot and it goes for Chelsea throw. 25 yards from their corner flag, right hand side, right wing. Reece James to take it. Inside to Kovacic, gets it back, plays it back to him. Kovacic is forced backwards. Conte tries to find Reece James and kicks it out of play. Very even, the opening minutes of the game. Godfrey with the throw. Throws the ball up the line. Zuma's all over Carlson. Wins a header. Goes out for another throw. It is Dale. I'm beginning to think that this is good. I really do enjoy these commentaries and seeing all your comments and seeing the same guys. And of course, new people as well. Welcome along. Godfrey to take a throw. Throws it just over halfway. Carlson's backing into Zuma. Zuma heads the ball away, but Sigurdsson's there to try and play it up the line to Carlson. Silva comes across and clears it. Everton throw. Halfway inside our half. Left wing. We'll take it short. Carlson turns Conte. Lays one to Sigurdsson. Carlson's into the box, right hand side. All right, his left hand side, but he side foots it straight to Mendy. If he went far post, he would have had joy there. But a nice little flick. Throw-in went into Carlson. Plays a little 1-2 on the edge of the box with Sigurdsson. And he was in. But as he's being closed down, he rushed his shot. First shot on target is Everton's. Sigurdsson's busy here. He's floating around. We can get him behind him so he doesn't track back. But Carlson doesn't track back. He's tracking back now. But right, we've got the ball. Nice little interplay. We're over halfway with Conte. Plays the ball to Timo Werner, who's come inside. He can't control it. As both teams are throwing in 10 minutes, they have. Sing the Williams song. I'm not going to sing the Williams song. Dogbone, nice haircut. The Williams song was from Spurs. They bought his flight. Will.i.am saw the light. Got the call from Abramovich. Off he went to Stamford Bridge. We hate Tottenham. He hates Tottenham. He hates Tottenham. There's the song. There you go. Anyway, back to the football. Everton throw. 10 yards inside their own half. Up the line. Chelsea clear it away. And it goes out again for an Everton throw-in on the right-hand side. Holgate up the line to Iwobi. Right by the corner flag. Shut down by Werner and Conte. Plays it off for Conte. Everton corner. Right wing. Everton are doing well opening minutes. Chelsea trying to get some sustained possession. Big guns are coming forward. Giroud's getting back in there. Keane, Calvert-Lewin, Mina. All in the penalty spot. Iwobi outside the box. Sigurdsson to take it. Right-footed outswinger. Cross comes in. Mina rises. Heads it over the bar. Beat Zuma to the ball, but he headed it over. Mendy had it covered. Yeah. It was simple, really, for Mendy. Went about 4 yards over the bar. Right, Chelsea goes short to Zuma. Edge of his own box. Goes square to Thiago Silva. Comes back right of centre to Zuma. He's 10 yards outside his own half now. His own box. Up to Reece James. Back to Zuma, to Conte, to Silva. Halfway inside our half. Mason Mount's dropped deep to collect the ball. Plays it square to Zuma. Still inside our half. Zuma plays a raking ball to Ben Chilwell. And Holgate read it. Gets his foot in. And Iwobi tries to get past Chilwell. Plays it up to Calvert-Lewin, but Silva steps in and wins a good ball. And then Mason Mount is fouled by Decore. And it's a Chelsea free kick. 10 yards inside our own half. Left-hand side, left wing. About 10 yards inside the left wing. Chance to swing the ball into the box. Both Chilwell and Mount were down, but they're both up. Walking it off. Good to see. Chilwell's having a bit of a giggle with the referee. So, 10 yards inside of their half. Chilwell looking short to Silva, but he's shut down, so he goes up the line. Mount makes the run. It comes to Giroud at the edge of the box. Werner plays the ball inside to Havertz. Left to centre. Comes to Kovacic deeper. Shut down by Allen, and he's forced backwards. Reece James collects it on the right-hand side and goes all the way back to Zuma. Inside our half now. Back to Mendy. As soon as we get forward around the edge of the box, they're shutting the door. Needs to be a bit more creative. Chelsea's still got the ball inside our own half. Playing it across the back four. Trying to move Everton about. Everton are sitting in their shape. Not getting sucked in. And Zuma plays a long ball over the top. Havertz was making a run, but Pickford read it. Got to the edge of his box and collected the ball easy. So Everton now break. Just inside their own half. Right wing. Ball's played looking for Calvert-Lewin, but Silva's read it. Steps in and wins it. Conte's collects the ball from Chilwell. Zuma, dead centre. Plays it up to edge of the centre circle to Kovacic, who's been brought down by Sigurdsson. Chelsea free kick. Taken quickly. Goes back to Zuma. Across to Silva. To Chilwell. Mason Mount. It's Chilwell, in fact. Chilwell plays the ball out to the right-hand side. And there's Havertz. Edge of the box. Right corner. Reece James made a run outside him. He played the ball too late. And Reece James had to stop his run. Turn back to try and collect the ball. And they got in and put it away for a throw-in. Reece James wasn't happy with the ball from Havertz there. Havertz had laid it off 2 or 3 times. A little bit short. And it's things sort of breaking down a bit. But it's good that he's getting involved. Reece James takes a throw up the line to Kovacic. At the byline, puts a cross in. King gets it away. Richarlison backing him up. Dribbles the ball away on the left-hand side. Shut down by Kovacic. Plays the ball inside, but Zuma's read it. Turns away from Sigurdsson. Plays it inside to Conte. Turns from Allen. 30 yards out, right-hand side. Plays the ball up the right wing to Havertz. Holds off Godfrey. Plays it back to Reece James. Level the edge of their box, right-hand side. Comes inside Allen. Crosses the ball into Timo Werner, penalty spot. But Decore was there, got his foot in and played it back to Pickford. And Pickford blasts it away. Zuma collects it on halfway to Silva. Mason Mount drops in by the centre circle. Left-hand side. Back to Silva. Silva. To Kurt Zuma. Zuma just on halfway. Plays the ball square to Reece James, who's shut down straight away. Gets it back. Zuma's doing this to the Chelsea midfield and forwards. There's no runners. He's having to go square. Zuma now steps over halfway and sees Giroud's dropped off. He tried to play a little dink ball into Havertz. Doesn't get there, and they're looking for a ball over the top to Iwobi. Silva's read it. Goes back to Mendy. Mendy clears the ball up to halfway. Havertz wins the header down to Kovacic, who turns Richarlison. Tries to lay it back to Reece James, but Sigurdsson's read it. And Reece James has fouled Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson's been busy this half. I have to say, he'll run out of steam second half, though. That's what normally happens. He shut down Reece James and has won a free kick to Everton. 10 yards inside our half, left-hand side. I'd say it's probably about 40 yards out. About 10 yards in from the left-hand side, the left wing. Allen's going to take it right-footed, swinging it towards the far post. All the big guns are up. Chelsea are up to the edge of the box. But he goes short to Sigurdsson, dead centre now. Sigurdsson floats one towards the back post. But read by Olivier Giroud, who wins the first header, then gets in front of Iwobi and forces the ball out for an Everton throw. Holgate to take it. Karim, welcome to the stream. Can't watch the game. I'm not allowed to show any match footage. My channel will be blocked. Copyright, which is why it's a commentary. So Everton swing the ball into the box to nobody and we get the ball away. Mina collects it to Keane. Gives it to Allen. Centre circle. Up to halfway. Steps away from Giroud and forced to the left-hand side. Timo Werner and Kai Havertz have switched. Werner's come over to the right. Havertz to the left. Mina's got the ball. Goes out to wide right to Holgate. Gets it back. 10 yards inside his own half. Goes back to Keane. Keane steps forward towards halfway, closed down, forced back to Pickford. Pickford outside his box, left-footed from left to right, plays it up to Holgate, heads it up to Decore, lays it off to Iwobi. Calvert-Lewin made a run in the channel, but he overplayed it. Zuma was covering, comes all the way through to Mendy. 14 gone. It's level. It's even Steven this game. Chelsea are beginning to dominate possession, but not doing a lot with it at the minute. Zuma collects the ball from Mendy. Plays it up to Kovacic halfway. He's forced backwards. Goes to Reece James. Back to Zuma. Left to centre to Silva. Plays the ball up to Mason Mount. Does a little flick up to Havertz. Havertz turns away from a challenge, but Everton are crowding round the midfield. Clear it up to halfway. Silva collects the ball again. No option, so goes to Mendy, who's 20 yards outside his box to get involved. 78% possession for Chelsea so far, but not a lot doing with it at the minute. You have to say Everton are playing well in their defensive shape. Chelsea are moving the ball from side to side. Inside our own half still. Everton are shuffling across, but they're not getting themselves exposed. There's not one going and leaving a space. They're all together, compact, and that's why it's difficult. Zoom on halfway. Werner's made a run. He's in the channel behind Mina, but Mina at the last minute gets there, heads it away. They're appealing for offside. It's not given, and they clear it down the right-hand side, and Iwobi's turned away right in front of Frank Lampard. Decore plays the ball back to Holgate. He goes back to Keane, to Allen. Bottom of the centre circle, striding forward over halfway. No challenge. Sigurdsson, left-hand side, goes outside of him to Carlson by the byline. He comes up inside. Goes across to, falls backwards to Keane. To Yerry Mina, right-hand side of centre. 10 yards inside our half. He's got no option because we're in our defensive shape. It's a bit like the Tottenham-Chelsea game the other week. Both teams defending their own half. Carlson's won the ball back off Kovacic down the left wing. Havertz steps in, wins a good challenge. He won a good challenge. The referee's given a free kick. You're having a laugh, and you? Everton free kick. Probably about 20 yards from the byline, left wing. Chance to get a ball in the box. Havertz won the ball, but Carlson's going down, holding on to his leg. Ridiculous. Everton free kick, left-hand side, right-footed to swing it in again. Adam, how you doing? Brian, how are you? Welcome along. And everybody else, welcome along to the stream. Right, Sigurdsson's eyeing this up. It's actually further out. Carlson has rolled about 5-6 times. Sigurdsson floats one in the box. Easy for Mendy. Takes the ball down brilliantly well. He jumped over Reece James and he's caught Reece James as well. And he looks like he's a little bit winded here, Mendy. He caught the ball and he's ended up in a heap. Reece James was underneath it. He's come out and clattered the back of Reece James as Reece James is just sort of seeing where he is. And he sort of landed and winded himself a little bit, Mendy. But he's up. He's sitting up with the physios. Reece James is all right. I don't know who that is. Welcome along to the stream. Please don't spam the chat, whoever that is. My prediction before the game was that I thought it'll be 2 goals. But we have to wait and see. Right. Mendy seems to be okay. And he is. Shaking it off. The referee's just going to drop the ball. AC, how you doing? Welcome along. Mendy takes the goal kick short to Thiago Silva, who strolls out of his box, left-hand centre. Comes right at centre to Zuma. Plays the ball up to the halfway line to Kovacic. He goes back to Reece James. Kovacic goes outside him. Reece James gives him the ball. Allen shuts him down. Goes off for a throw. Allen's appealing. It's Chelsea throw. 18 minutes gone. Even game. Even game. Mendy. Plays it outside the box to Kurt Zuma, who strides along to about 25 yards out and then go square to Silva. Calvert-Lewin's shutting him down, so Silva tries to play the ball quickly up to Mason Mount, who's pulled out to the left wing, and they put the ball out of play. Chelsea throwing right in front of Ancelotti on the benches. Go up the line looking for Werner, can't find him. Werner's not in the game yet. Right, Chelsea throw halfway inside the Everton half. Chilwell, short to Kovacic. Everton close it down. And then Everton win a free kick. Everton free kick, halfway inside their half, right on the wing, right-hand side. Allen's busy in the middle of midfield. Him and Kovacic having a bit of a battle here, which is good to see. Everton take his free kick and go backwards. Mendy's fine outside the edge of his box, barking at the players. Messi, how you doing? Long ball up to Calvert-Lewin. He does win the header. He plays it. Oh my God, it's an Everton penalty. The ball gets played up to Calvert-Lewin and he wins the first header and there's no one near him. So his header bounces inside the box. And as he goes towards it, Mendy comes out and clatters him. And Calvert-Lewin has gone down. Right on the edge, Calvert-Lewin jumps, and as he's coming down, it hits his top of his head. The ball all the pace comes off the ball, falls inside the box. Silva's trying to hold on to him. Calvert-Lewin, as Mendy comes out, flicks it away from goal past him. It's literally right-hand corner of the box, and Mendy's just taken him out. And Everton have got a penalty. Everton chance to score, and who's going to take it? Is it Richarlison? It's Sigurdsson about to take the penalty. Come on, Mendy, save this. It was a big mistake from Mendy, I have to say. Silva was there with Calvert-Lewin. There was another Chelsea defender coming around as well. Mendy didn't need to be there. He got to the ball. It's a stonewall penalty. Sigurdsson steps up and he puts Mendy on the floor and he scores, and Everton are 1-0 up. Bottom corner, Sigurdsson. Deary me. Chelsea need to wake up here. Chelsea have had a lot of possession, but they've not done a lot with it. Really haven't done a lot with it, I have to say. Why hasn't that gone there? Why didn't the score go in? There you go, it's in. So I'm just seeing what you guys are seeing. It's a little bit delayed. Mendy went the wrong way completely. 22 minutes gone. I'm 30 seconds behind because of the clock issue. Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Sigurdsson scored. Right, Chelsea need to step this up. We've been dominating possession, haven't done a lot with it. We've done nothing in the final third, really. So Chelsea kick off. Mason Mount goes back to Kurt Zouma. Sigurdsson's now running around like a headless chicken, shutting them down. Followed by Richarlison. It's gone back to Mendy. Mendy goes outside the penalty box, left-hand side to Silva. Plays it short to Chilwell. Everton are all pressing. Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin and Iwobi are all pushing and pressing forward now. They're quite happy to sit on halfway and defend their own box, but now they're pushing forward. Chelsea defence has got too much time on the ball and they're shutting us down. Chilwell to take a throw in, left-hand side. Plays the ball high and Giroud holds off a defender and wins a header. Plays it back. Conte up the line, looking for Werner in behind again. Can't find him. Werner's a bystander so far in the game. Reece James has stepped into midfield and won the ball off Richarlison. He's to the edge of the box. Richarlison brings him down 25 yards out, left of centre. Chelsea got a free kick here. Position here for Chelsea to try and hit back straight away. Reece James did really well. He come away from the right back position, could see the play building, stepped in front of Richarlison, won the ball off him, drove forward towards their box, and to be fair, Richarlison kept tracking him back, and then Richarlison sort of dived in and they both went down. Reece James is fine. Richarlison's down, sitting on his haunches, holding on to his knee, the back of his knee. It doesn't seem he's in any real pain. It just seems like he's uncomfortable. But no, they're now signalling to the bench. Dan, welcome along. Steve Webb, I know. Plenty of possession, but not a lot doing with it. Richarlison's now up. I think he realised if a physio comes on, he's got to go off. So he's come out, he's standing up. He's on to his knee. He's got a little slight limp, but he's fine. So Chelsea's got a free kick. Pickford's organising his wall. It's about 25, 30 yards out. Reece James is eyeing it up. And Mason Mount. It looks like it's Reece James who's going to take this. Reece James steps forward, shoots. Pickford pushes it wide. Chelsea throwing. It was going towards the far corner. It was going in. Pickford read it, pushed it away. Chelsea corner. It was definitely going as well. Good free kick as well. Nice little curler. Chelsea corner. What can we do with this? Right. Giroud, Havertz, Silva, Zuma. All by the penalty spot. Cross comes in from Mason Mount. Zuma goes up, but he's challenged. It comes out. Oh, we've hit the post. Was that Ben Chilwell? It was Reece James. The corner's come in. They've headed it away to the edge of the box, left-hand corner. There's Reece James, who strides onto it, hits the ball on the half volley. He does. Drills it into the floor. It hits the bottom corner, the near post. Pickford got a little touch to it, and it's gone off for another Chelsea corner. Better. Much better. Right, the referee's having a word with the Everton defenders here because they're all trying to hold on. They're trying to hold on to people's shirts here on the penalty spot. Havertz, Giroud, Zuma, Silva. Chelsea goes short with a corner. It comes out to Conte. He fires it towards the back post. Decore gets in front of Kurt Zuma. Chilwell knocks it up the line but can't keep the ball in play. Everton's goal kick. That was unlucky. Reece James twice in the space of 5 minutes. The first one is saved by Pickford from his free kick. And the second one hits the bottom of the post. Near post, left post. Goes all the way across the goal line and goes out for a corner. The defender cleared it away as we're chasing it down. 26 minutes gone. Pickford's got both centre-backs right next to him looking for a ball short. He's told them to push on. And Pickford blasts the ball forward to the left wing. Kovacic has read it. Gives it to Havertz halfway inside their half. Turns in front of Allen, but Allen's clipped him. And it's a Chelsea free kick again. Havertz did well there. Nice little bit of skill to get away from Allen. But Allen's everywhere, like a terrier at the minute. Chelsea free kick. Another chance to swing it into the box. Ben Chilwell's come over with Reece James. Swing it in left-footed. Or will it be James? With that right foot of his. Chilwell's taking it. Chilwell towards the back post. Giroud goes up. Wins the header down. Zuma on the... Literally, Giroud has it straight down to him. Zuma's about 12 yards out. Left foot. Hits it first time. Straight to Pickford. Unlucky. Chelsea's reacted well here. Better. 3 attempts on goal in 5 minutes. Near the goal before half time here. Keane goes back to Pickford, who blasts the ball forward. Down the left wing. Over halfway. James steps in front of Richarlison. Gets the ball. Flicks the ball away. Everton throw. Take it short. Who's actually given? What's he given? He's given Chelsea a free kick. Richarlison backing into Reece James. Frank's up. Shouting at the players. Right, we've got possession inside our own half with Zuma again. Goes inside their half, right hand side. Tries to find Reece James. The pass is not good enough, and Reece James is now caught. Who's he caught now? He's caught Godfrey, and it's now an Everton free kick. Yeah, Reece James, that was a bit nasty. He went for the ball and he caught him on the ankle. No booking. Got a warning. .28 gone. Chelsea have responded quite well here, but they need to do more from open play. Need incisive passing. Need to move it quickly to the wide areas, and we need Timo Werner involved. He's not involved in the game yet at all. Havertz has been sort of bit part for the time being. Everton are crowding us out. They're defending well inside their own half. Pickford takes the free kick inside his half, swings the ball up to our edge of our box, and Zuma wins a big header. Giroud comes out on halfway, gives it to Werner. He tries to find Giroud again, but they've read it again. Allen turns away from a challenge to Decore. Decore goes square to Godfrey, centre circle. Havertz fronts him up. He goes back to Keane. Keane up to Decore. He's got Mason Mount behind him. Chelsea working hard now to shut down inside their half, and we do. And we've won the ball. And Werner back to Giroud. Just inside their half. Tries to find Werner. Plays the ball behind him. Mina steps out and wins it. Halfway inside Everton's half. They come out to the left-hand side to Richarlison. Straight there's Reece James. He turns Reece James in. Reece James gets a foot in. Everton throw. Reece James up for the battle here. Everton's throwing. Godfrey to take it. 10 yards inside their own half. Left-hand side. Godfrey goes up the line. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. But Reece James beats him to the ball. Everton throw again. Everton taking their time. Godfrey. Long ball up the line. Flicked on by Calvert-Lewin. But Chelsea step in and win it. Havertz plays the ball. Mason Mount it was to Timo Werner. Gets it back inside our half. Shut down by Sigurdsson. Silva goes up to the edge of the centre circle to Conte. Steps away from a challenge. Plays it to Havertz, who comes outside to Reece James. And Havertz's ball again is too short. He needs to be playing better. Havertz collects the ball from Reece James. Left-footed. Goes across the pitch to Thiago Silva, who steps forward inside their half. 30 yards from goal. Plays a nice little ball to Giroud. He tries to lay it off to him. But they've read it and Everton are breaking. And Thiago Silva's out of position. They tried to find Calvert-Lewin and Mendy's outside his box. And blast it. Just blast it straight out. Deary me. Mendy's a little bit rattled here. Gave away a stupid penalty. Everton throwing. Holgate to take it. 5 yards inside our half. Right in front of their benches. Goes up the line. Calvert-Lewin. Out jumped by Zuma. Holgate heads it back. We play the ball forward and Allen turns away from Kovacic and Mason Mount. But then Mason Mount gets in and wins a challenge. And it's an Everton throw. Halfway inside our half now. Allen's, you got to take Allen out of the game. Allen's bossing the midfield at the minute. He's everywhere. Conte's sort of protecting the two centre-backs when our full-backs go forward. And so he's a lot deeper. I think what we need to do the rest of the half is just keep the two full-backs just in their positions. Don't worry about going forward. Get Conte 10 yards further up the pitch. Get hold of the ball. Dominate the ball in the midfield. Well, we got possession up to halfway. Giroud's claiming he's been held. Everton just pumped the ball forward to the right wing and it goes out for Chelsea throw. 15 yards from our own corner flag. Left back position. Chilwell to take it. Looking for an option. Hasn't got one. Referee's blown up here and he's having a word with someone. Mina's gone down onto his foot. I'm sure he's fine. So there's nothing wrong with him. But yeah, at the minute, so with Chelsea's fullbacks in the 4-3-3, we know they both like to go forward. So because they do that, N'Golo Conte sits deeper of the three midfielders. And as he does that, the two midfielders in Kovacic and Mason Mount are box to box. At the minute, they're up against Everton's three. Everton's three are not pushing until they've got the ball. They're sitting deep. So at the moment, half two is up against their three and Allen's bossing the game in the midfield. At the minute, he's got it again, turning away from Kovacic, 10 yards inside our half. Kovacic wins the challenge and Giroud steps in and wins the ball and gives it to Conte. Swings the ball to Kai Havertz, who heads the ball out to the right wing to Reece James. But Godfrey gets back and plays it to Pickford, who slips over. But then Pickford recovers himself, but he's limping, Pickford. Big ball up in the air and Havertz collects the ball. What's the referee given here? Pickford slipped, got up and blasted the ball away, but he's down holding on to his grimacing, Pickford, his hip, his left hip. As the ball went up, Zuma went up with Richarlison, won a header. Richarlison's gone down holding to his head and the referee's given a free kick to Everton on halfway, left wing. He's on to his hip, Pickford. Havertz went to close him down. Keane come across and blocked Havertz off. So Pickford was under no pressure. Right, so Everton taking the free kick long, up towards the edge of our box. Calvert-Lewin flicks it over towards the right wing to Iwobi, collects the ball, comes inside our box, left corner, our left corner, their right wing, and just plays a ball in towards the near post along the floor. Silva clears it. Silva's barking at the players here, trying to organise. Everton throwing halfway down our right wing. Werner is in front of the thrower, not involved in the game at all. Iwobi's gone down. Now somebody else has gone down, claiming there's a free kick, and Chelsea get the ball away. And Giroud can't win the header against Mina. And Everton, who's that man? Allen's won it again and mops up and goes back. Tequina goes back to Pickford, who now slices the ball. Goal kick. Doesn't even go over halfway, and it's 10 yards inside his own half. Chelsea throw. He's only got someone, Pickford, but he sliced it. He's not happy. He's stretching his leg here. Chelsea are forced back with a throw, and it goes to Thiago Silva, left of centre, halfway inside our own half. He's striding forward. Calvert-Lewin works across to shut him down, so he goes across to Chilwell. Chilwell looks up the line. There's no one there. Werner's come inside. So he's forced backwards to Silva. Mendy has stepped up, all the way up, halfway inside their half. Everton are backing off. Zuma plays a little chip pass up to Reece James, but Kovacic makes a run, plays it back to James. Cross comes into the box. Oh, just over the head of Werner at the back post. And then Holgate turns away, takes his time and clears the ball away. That was unlucky. Iwobi collects it, just blasts the ball up forward. Reece James is going to win it with Richarlison behind him. It turns away from Richarlison. Collects it comfortable. Plays it inside to N'Golo Kanté. Bottom of the centre circle. Comes back out right hand side to Reece James. Reece James has got the ball. Plays a nice little ball into Kovacic. Havertz makes a run. He ignores it. Plays it in the box to Werner. And Werner gets a little flick on in front of the defender. Werner's claiming it's a corner. The ball goes over the bar. Unlucky. Good ball from Kovacic. It was Holgate who got in front of Werner. And it was Holgate who's actually cleared it over the bar. But the referee has given a Everton goal kick, I should say. 36 minutes gone. If you just joined, welcome to the stream. Chelsea dominated possession, didn't do a lot with possession. Will then give away an awful penalty. Mendy took out Calvert-Lewin in the box. Stonewall, definite penalty. Everton score it through Sigurdsson. Since then, Chelsea have done well. Couple of shots on goal. Possession is 69% Chelsea's this half. Everton 31%. Ball up from Pickford is sort of a little bit bitty inside our half, halfway inside our half, and Kanté comes away with it. Gives it to Chilwell. It's Mason Mount actually, just over halfway. Back inside to Kanté. Shut down by Sigurdsson. Goes to Silva. Chilwell. Plays the ball up to Mason Mount. Inside their half. Chilwell. Kovacic to Mason Mount. Left wing. Edge of their box. Left wing. Cross comes in. It goes all the way out to the right hand side. 10 yards from the byline. Reece James with a cross in. Mina heads it away. Holgate then clears it up the line to Iwobi. Iwobi turns away from a challenge. Mason Mount, he plays a pass. Looking for Holgate, who blasts the ball forward up to halfway. Richarlison can't hold on to it. Chilwell turns away from him as he shuts him down. Silva calms it all down. And Kurt Zuma, centre circle, goes wide to Reece James. Just inside our half. Pulisic is not in the squad. Frank Lampard didn't want to risk him. He's hoping to be right for Tuesday. Right, Chelsea's got possession inside their half. Halfway inside their half. Werner and Kanté, nice little 1-2s. Werner turns away. Kanté turns away from Iwobi. Gives it to Chilwell. Comes back inside. Everton are in their defensive shape and forcing us backwards. Zuma. Wide right to Reece James. 30 yards from goal. Richarlison gets back in and wins a challenge. Chelsea throw him. Reece James is the ball. He's the out ball. Just need people in the box. Takes it short. Kovacic steps away from a challenge of Allen. Looking for Kai Havertz in the channel. Godfrey reads it. By his own corner flag, Godfrey just kicks the ball out of play. Chelsea throw. Kovacic with urgency. Gives it to Reece James. He gets it back. What's happening now? Referee stopped it for something now. Didn't take the throw from the right place. Deary me. So it goes to Kovacic. Kanté picks up a loose ball. Wins a challenge with Decore. Mason Mount, dead centre, plays it to Werner, plays a 1-2 with Giroud. Sigurdsson's read it. And on the edge of their own box, Everton get the ball away up the line. They play it up to the right-hand side, and Silva gives it away to Iwobi. Sigurdsson, edge of the centre circle. Richarlison, into the box, left-hand side. Mendy saves it with his legs. And then Thiago Silva gets the ball away. Big chance for Richarlison. They work the ball from right to left, and Richarlison had acres of space. Inside the box, left-hand corner. Drills it right-footed. Easy for Mendy. Meanwhile, Allen's breaking from midfield. Goes down, claiming he's been fouled. He hasn't. And Chelsea have got possession back. Inside our own half. Chilwell. Conte, dead centre. Gives it to Kovacic. Goes back to Zuma. Comes out to his right-hand side to Reece James. 10 yards inside our half. Up the line to Havertz. Back to him. Back to Kurt Zuma. Kovacic, halfway line. Right of centre. Plays the ball over the top. Looking for the run of Mason Mount. Pickford is taken out by his defender. The ball's still live. Giroud has a shot on the edge of the box and it's been blocked away. And they clear it for a throw-in. Pickford's gone down. He then stood up, looked around, saw the ball gone out and gone down again. Pickford's gone up to try and grab the ball into the box and Mina's run into him. Pickford's let go of the ball. And it's come to Giroud at the edge of the box, but he's got two defenders in front of him. Decore got a foot in first, and his next attempt was blocked by Decore again. Pickford's down again. I think the referee has seen Pickford stand up like he's all right, and then he's gone down, and the referee's not, at the minute is not allowing the physios on. They're just showing this chance for Richarlison. He actually got in on the left-hand side, probably about level with the edge of the 6-yard box. And as he actually hits it left foot and he slips as he hits it. So it's easy for Mendy. Chelsea throw. Plays underway. No physios come on for Pickford, bless him. But Chelsea's possession's forced back. Thiago Silva plays the ball out to his right-hand side. And once again, Havertz tries to lay a ball off and plays it short. And Richarlison's won it, but it goes off for a Chelsea throw. Havertz's touch and his passing has not been good this first half. Richarlison and Zuma are having words. Anne-Marie Joe, hello. Caleb, hello. Anak, hello. Welcome to the stream. Chelsea possession. 3 minutes before half time. Mason Mount out to Chilwell. Chilwell up the line. Looking for Werner. He does get in behind Holgate, but there's Mina covering. Clears the ball away. Giroud's trying to drop in. Giroud's done well and forced it out for a throw in to Chelsea. 30 yards from the corner flag. Left-hand side. Chilwell takes it. Up to Werner. Referees. What's the referee doing here? Referee's blown up again. He's having a word with Holgate. He stopped the play. Holgate's having a go with something. Referee's told him to calm himself. Carlo's doing the eyebrow. Right, so we take the throw and Chilwell goes up to Giroud. Chests the ball down to Mason Mount. In the box. Left-hand side. Giroud. Giroud's the one having to put a cross in to the far post. Havertz takes it down brilliantly well. Forced out of the box. Back to Reece James. Conte. 30 yards from goal. Dead centre. Goes out to Chilwell. Chilwell. Holgate comes out to him. Sigurdsson's now shutting down Conte. Calvert-Lewin's shutting down Silva. Kovacic comes short. Gets it. Goes off to Zuma. Reece James now. Edge with level with the corner of their box. Towards the byline. Turns inside Richarlison. Kovacic helps him. Gives it back to him. Chelsea being forced backwards. Reece James turns away from Richarlison. Kovacic gets a cross in. Doesn't beat the first defender. Sigurdsson heads the ball away as a second header. But Reece James steps in front of Richarlison. Back out to Kovacic. Inside to Havertz. Ball in. Giroud can't get there. Mina's going down every time Giroud's jumping out of a header with him. What is that? Mina's huge. Get up. Stand up. Don't be such a bleeding flop all the time. Anyway, Chelsea still recycle possession. Kovacic makes a run in the edge of the box. Right corner. Plays it out to Reece James. Cross comes in towards the back post. Too high for Chilwell. He can't get there. And it's gone off for a Everton throw-in. Minute before half time. For those of you that have never seen my stream before, welcome along. I got issues with my clock. I'm not exactly the most technical, so I do stop the clock on 45. That's all I'm saying. So Everton's got a goal kick and Pickford's taken his time. By the way, just to let you all know in case you're worried, Pickford is fine. He didn't need a physio. He's fine. Everton fans inside the stadium. Pickford takes the long goal kick up over halfway. Left to centre, and Conte rises in front of Calvert-Lewin and wins the header. Forces Everton backwards. Mina forced backwards by Giroud. Everton get away up to halfway. Chilwell wins the header. Wins the ball in front of the defender. Conte collects the ball right on halfway line. Sigurdsson shuts him down, so he goes to left-hand side to Chilwell. Chilwell looking for Timo Werner. Unlucky. Werner got in just in between the two centre-backs, but the ball was too far in front of him. Stick his leg out, but he couldn't make any contact. And Everton have got another... Well, the ball's with Pickford. There's 3 minutes of added time, but I'm going to stop my clock on 45 minutes. It's not the best. It was Sigurdsson with a penalty, AC. Definite penalty. Mendy took out Calvert-Lewin. Stupid decision. Definite penalty, and Sigurdsson scored it, sent Mendy the wrong way. So I'm going to stop the clock. So there's literally 2.5 minutes of injury time to go. Chelsea's got possession with Zuma. Once again, goes to Silva. Chilwell, 10 yards inside our half, left-hand side, forced back inside. Silva. Everton are not pressing forward. They're just sitting on the edge, sort of the halfway line. Now they're pressing. Mendy plays the ball out to the right-hand side, just inside the half to Reece James, and Havertz up the line. Keane's come across. Havertz goes inside to Reece James. Reece James was a back post. Over everyone. There was Werner and Giroud together over the both of them. Giroud's complaining. Giroud and Mina have got a bit of a battle going on here. Mina's grappling with Giroud as much as he is. But then if Mina loses a header, Mina goes down. And the referee's buying it most of the time. And Giroud's standing there as if to say, what have I done? They're both doing it at the same time. Anyway, Everton kicked the ball away. Zuma's now gone down. Under a challenge from Calvert-Lewin. Conte. Everton have broken up possession. Calvert-Lewin, edge of the box, is forced out to the right-hand side to Iwobi. Level with the edge of our box. They've got men inside. Iwobi drills across in low, and it's cleared away at the front post by Thiago Silva. Off of Sigurdsson, who's claiming he didn't touch it. Chelsea goal kick. A minute of injury time to go. Mendy takes it quickly to Silva. Steps out of our penalty box. Silva. Conte's got a yellow card for a late challenge in the build-up to that moment for Everton. Zuma. 30 seconds of injury time to go. Silva. Bottom of the centre circle. Dead centre. Goes to the left-hand side to Mason Mount, who's dropped in. Silva looking for a long ball and plays one out to the right-hand side. Havertz flicks the ball over the top of Godfrey, but Godfrey recovers. But then with a heavy touch, Chelsea throw right by their corner flag, right-hand side. Chelsea need to hurry up here. The referee's going to blow the whistle. So Havertz takes it quickly back towards Kovacic, 30 yards away from the byline. Silva steps forward. The referee's blown for half-time. Frank Lampard's coming out. Is that where we're going? It's half-time. It's Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Where's Lampard going? That's a disappointing first half from us. We reacted after they'd gone a goal up. And Chelsea are going off towards the far side. This is not good from us so far, this first half. Everton have been busy. Everton have been sitting in their defensive shape. Allen's been everywhere in the middle of midfield. Chelsea just can't get any real possession. Werner's not been in the game. Havertz is trying to be busy, but he's laying balls off too short, Havertz. His touch has not been great. He's still getting himself involved, but at the minute, it's not working. We've got nothing in the final third, apart from that 5-minute spell where a couple of balls into the box, shot from Zuma low, just wasn't working. Wasn't working, and Chelsea need to do much better than this. Really do. Welcome along, guys, to the stream. I'm going to step away for 5 minutes. Stay there, and I'll be back. Stay there. I'm back, guys. I'm back. So, 1-0 Everton. From what I'm seeing from this first half, Chelsea's problem is Allen in the middle of midfield. He's bossing the midfield. He's winning everything in the midfield. Not everything in the midfield, but he's busy. What we need to do, we need to step N'Golo Kante up 10 yards. He needs to come into the middle of the pitch, and Mount and Kovacic. Those three now need to boss the game. We've been bossing possession, but not doing a lot with it. So our fullbacks, both of them are going. So when they both go, the two centre-backs sit there, then Conte drops in and provides that protection. What we need to do this half, to get Timo Werner involved on the left-hand side, is just say to Chilwell, hold your position. If Reece James goes, just hold your position. So we've still got a free at the back there. Put Conte 10 yards further forward in the middle of midfield. And then from there, we can then try to force and impose ourselves on the game. Win possession back higher up in their half and hopefully create something. At the minute, as I say, Havertz is not really in it. He's busy. He's nice little moves at times, but he's laying the ball off too short. Timo Werner's not in it as a plane goes over. Werner's not in it. Giroud's struggling up against Mina. As I say, I've said it in the commentary. Every time the ball goes up, him and Mina are grappling with each other. If Mina wins it, he just stands firm. If Giroud wins the ball, Mina goes down. It's just a joke, absolute joke. So Chelsea need to pick themselves up here. So let's have a look at some of these comments. Welcome along, everyone. Welcome to anyone that's not been here before. This is the commentary on my channel. Ice cold. Havertz's been frustrating, out of form and out of position. Yeah, he's just trying to do a job, isn't he? There's no Pulisic, don't forget. He's not involved at all. Anatko, Everton, Seeker. Havertz not staying on the wing. He is on the wing, but he's coming inside. He's not really driving because he's left-footed, isn't he? He's playing on the right-hand side. So every time he gets the ball, he's going to come back in. Caleb, Christina, Amory, Joe. Donald, how you doing? You want us to lose miserably? It's nice. Solomon, Everton, who supports Everton? Quite a few in here. Stephen Terry, how you doing? Mezzy Fizzy. Who's playing on the right wing? It's Havertz. Tim Tooney, time for Werner to earn his keep. He needs to be playing through the middle, but at the minute he can't because of the situation. They're just showing the penalty here, and Carlson was having a bit of an argument with some of the players over who's going to take it. Interesting. Babati, how you doing? Little Triple H, how are you? Let's have a look through here. Ice cold, yeah. David Warman, you've got to be happy with Everton. 1-0 at half time. Gilmore isn't a leader in the midfield. Jorginho is more likely. Brian, if we see Gilmore second half, it's not, Brian, it's not the fact that we're dominating possession, but a lot of it's been inside our own half. But what I'm saying is we need to put N'Golo Kante 10 yards further forward. Push up. That's what he needs to do. He needs to push further up to crowd out that midfield area. Clovis, hello. Seeker. Let's talk football. Let's talk football. Futsal. Would love to go on the podcast. Get in touch via my website. Free World. Haven't been able to pass yet. Caleb, we destroyed Everton last game. We did. Bring on Zola, Osgood and Hudson second half. If only. Dixon, Speedy and Nevin. Remember them? Right, for all of you that's joined the stream, welcome along. If this is your first time, thank you for coming along. Have a look around the channel, like the video, subscribe. And as usual, it's a beverage break. It's time to lubricate the tonsils. Whereabouts in the world are you guys watching from? Put it in the chat for me. Whereabouts are you watching this stream? It's a definite penalty. Awful decision by Mendy. Calvert-Lewin did really well, to be fair. So we're waiting for the second half to start. Lukunjalo, New Delhi, welcome along. India from London, Middle East, Jakarta, Thailand. Graham, welcome along. Beth, how you doing? Caleb's in South Africa. Christopher, I hope Chelsea come back. Jude, Northern Ireland. Nikunj, Gamer. Tim Tooney's in the US. Nikhil's in Kerala, India. You're right, it's a good point, Gamer. We've only got Abraham, really. Durban, South Africa. Neil, welcome along. Thank you for joining, guys. Hamish, I'll tell you what happened. Long ball's played up towards Calvert-Lewin on the edge of our box. He goes up early to win the header. As he's coming down, the ball hits him on top of the head. Like, he still wins the header, but he takes the pace out of the ball, and the ball literally just sort of falls about 5 yards in front of him into the box. So he reacts quickest because he's gone up with Zuma and won the header. So Thiago Silva's come across, and Silva's trying to hold him off. But Calvert-Lewin reacts quickly and prods the ball away from the oncoming Mendy. Gets literally prodded it away from him. His foot's down. It's that late, and Mendy just comes in and clatters him, and it's a penalty all day long. Steve, Great Waker in Southend-on-Sea. Chelsea Football Live News. Please, are we winning? I think the answer's on the screen. David Warman, come on the toffees. What do you think of Everton this season, David? When everyone's fit, where do you think you're going to finish this season? Big investment in the summer. I think Chelsea need to score. From a Chelsea point of view, Chelsea need to score first 15 minutes. Make it, and sure, it is. It is what you said. We don't call it that. We call it do as you're told over here. We don't call it the other one that's rude, the wife beat. We don't call it that. It's do as you're told is what it's called over here. I'll have a pint of do as you're told, please. Yes. Not the horrible stuff that you get. I have to say, at Chelsea, if it's still Singer beer, oh dear. You have a pint of Singer beer, you're like, straight away, it just bloats you. It's horrible. Jack Kane, who's the best player in the Premier League? I think the problem is it's about opinions, isn't it? And I think everyone's got a bit of a different opinion. Right. My mates are going mad. I'm just putting what I said. Need Conte 10 yards further forward. Timo's not in the game. Need to be quicker. And maybe time for Tammy. Maybe. Tammy Abraham. Maybe. GL busy. You hope Fulham will stay in the league? Maybe. Yup. How you doing? Ice cold. Giving it a reminder about that timer. Thank you. This will be the game where the timer's going to be right and you're going to have injury time as well, which will be brilliant, won't it? Boise, Idaho. Jordan Scott, favourite football moment for Chelsea. It's a toss-up between the first Premier League title and the Champions League, but it's probably going to be Champions League. Giroud is playing, Kaziozi. He's just being crowded out with Mina at the minute. Mina's and him are grappling all over the pitch. Jude, are you excited for the Champions League? Yes. Clovis, he can be a great impact, but at the moment he'll be crowded out of it because we're playing the way we're playing at the moment. Because as you can imagine, when you've got the 4-3-3, so you've got Mason Mount is sort of like the Mazzala position. He's sort of left of centre and he's moving out towards that left-hand side when Chilwell goes as well. Kovacic is doing it on the right-hand side and there's a space in the middle. And, yeah, we just need to see Conte step up 10 yards further forward. Now, this is a test. We're 16 games unbeaten in all competitions. Chelsea's last defeat was against Liverpool, believe it or not. And this is a test now. We've got 45 minutes to show our mettle. A lot of people are talking about Chelsea as being up there with a title and all this sort of stuff. It's games such as this last season where Chelsea lost. Chelsea dropped points or Chelsea lost. We need to see how Chelsea react and hopefully, positively, this is where we want to see it. Champions League draw is on Monday morning. Who do you fancy Champions League? I quite fancy Barcelona. Did they come second in their group? Seeker Reaper. Yeah, wingers back, need change of formation. Let's see. Let's give it 10-15 and see how it goes. I mean, what formation are you going to play with no wingers? Diamond, maybe, and two up front. But is that something we want to be doing? Samuel, Werner should go striker. He should do. Right, Everton about to start the second half, and they do. So Everton kick off. Time is there, bang on. Ball's played up. And Zuma loses the header to Calvert-Lewin. It comes out to the left-hand side. Back to Allen on the halfway. He's shut down by Werner and by Kovacic straight away. And Chelsea have won a throw-in. 10 yards inside their own half. Werner was quick there. Bit of intensity from Timo. Let's see more of him second half. Let's get him in the game. Frank's up. Directing. Chelsea throwing. Works his way out to Havertz, right wing. Up the wing to Kovacic. Allen's over there. Wins wins the challenge. It's a Chelsea throw-in. 10 yards from the corner flag. Right-hand side, right wing. Reece James hasn't got an option. No changes second half, by the way, guys. Havertz wins the ball and goes back. Edge of the centre circle to Silva. Inside their half. Looks for a ball to Giroud. Pickford comes out and punches away. Edge of the box. Mason Mount. He's hit the crossbar. Pickford's come out of his defenders. Giroud's on just inside their box, dead centre. He's got two defenders near him. Silva plays the ball to him. Pickford comes out in front of all of them. Conte, 10 yards outside the box, plays the ball square to Mason Mount. First time, dinks the ball over the top to try and put it in as Pickford scampering back. And it hits the top of the crossbar. It doesn't. It actually hits the top of the net. It's over. Unlucky. Pickford lumps it forward. Zuma wins a header, but Everton won second ball. And Conte's done well to win it. Mendy clears the ball away. But Allen's there again. Centre circle, wins it, gives it away. Chilwell, back to Silva, edge of his own box. Goes square to Mendy. Mendy plays the ball out to the right-hand side to Reece James. Goes out for Everton throw just inside our half. Let's have a look here. Come on, Chelsea. It was too much on the ball from Mason. Everton take it throwing up the line. Reece James lumps the ball high in the air and it's taken about 5 seconds to come down. Everton bring it down. It goes towards Pickford and Werner's chasing him down. And Pickford's managed to get the ball away to Holgate, who's over halfway, right-hand side. Mason Mount following him, steps in, wins the challenge. Done well there, Mason. Working hard. Everton throwing halfway inside our half. Holgate to take it, right wing. Looking for an option up the line. Finds Iwobi. Got 3 players around him. Conte wins the ball. Werner plays the ball inside to Kovacic, who's crowded out straight away by Decore and Sigurdsson. And then Holgate steps in front of Werner, puts the ball out of play. Chelsea throwing on halfway, left-hand side. Chelsea go back to Mason Mount. He goes square across the pitch in our half to Zuma, who strides forward. Plays ball up to Havertz. Back to Zuma. Conte, the deepest of the defenders. Plays it wide, left-hand side to Silva. Silva to Chilwell. Just inside their half, left wing. Forced backwards with Iwobi, shutting him down. Silva's got the ball and he's standing still. He's looking for an option. Calvert-Lewin eventually comes over to him, so he goes back to Mendy. And Mendy gives it back now to Silva. He's got a ball to Mason Mount inside. This might be a time for Jorginho to try and pull the strings. We go back to Mendy. Fires the ball out to right-hand side, looking for Havertz, who's trying to pin Godfrey on the right wing. And the ball goes out of play for a Chelsea throw. Post crossbar, back of the net next. Let's hope. Let's hope, Steve. Jolin, yeah, Chelsea, of course they can still draw. They've got 40 minutes of the game to go. Silva. Thiago Silva, ball from left to right. Out looking for Reece James. Wins the header, flicked up to Havertz. Edge of their box, right-hand side. Comes back on his left foot, tries to find Reece James. Giroud's gone out and won the ball. Lifts it up to the back post. But there's Holgate in front of Mason Mount. It's a Chelsea corner. That was good. Havertz actually won the ball in the air. Flicked it across. Sorry, it's Reece James into Havertz. He tried to find James again. But Giroud works his way across there. Won the ball back. It's unlucky. Corner swung in by Mason Mount. Doesn't beat the first defender. And Everton get the ball away. Conte with Mendy. Mendy way outside his box. Takes a touch. Lumps it forward to the right-hand side. Reece James takes a touch. Comes inside. Looks for a run from Werner. It's actually Chilwell on the right wing from the corner. Zuma steps in and wins the ball. Kovacic just outside the box. What's happened here? Referee's given offside. Deary me. He does. James used a good point. Sweet on beat, how you doing? Right, Chelsea have been told to take a free kick. So, in the centre circle, Thiago Silva. Right of centre. Zuma's outside him. Plays the ball up to Havertz. Turns away from Allen. Strides towards the edge of the box. Left foot. Shot blocked. And it comes out to Sigurdsson, who's breaking with Everton over halfway. Plays out left wing. Richarlison. Heading towards the edge of our box. Left corner of our box. Shoots right footed. Mendy pushes the ball away. Chilwell's there to mop it up and clears the ball up the line. But Everton with Iwobi keep the pressure on. Towards the byline. Cross blocked by Chilwell. Everton corner. Good save by Mendy, low down. With Calvert-Lewin coming in on the shot from Richarlison. Pushes it away from him towards the far post. Did well, Mendy. Did really well. Richarlison that left-hand side. Favours his right foot. Shot was actually through the legs of Zuma. So Mendy did well there. Everton's corner. Sigurdsson to take it. Right-hand side. Outswinger. Cross comes in. Zuma, free header, wins it. Iwobi picks the ball up outside the box. Goes back to Sigurdsson. Puts another ball in the box. Free header at the far post. Calvert-Lewin is standing there with a free header. Back post to head it towards goal. Mina comes in front of him and heads it away in front of him. Calvert-Lewin can't believe it. I'm relieved. Calvert-Lewin was just run onto this. And Mina took off his head. Deary me. Right, Chelsea possession. We play it up to Kovacic, who's forced backwards to Zuma, who goes looking up the line. It's interesting here that Werner is coming off the wing now towards the middle of the pitch a lot more. But Everton have broke up possession. Edge of the box. Sigurdsson. Outside to Calvert-Lewin. Shot blocked. Richarlison, left wing. Drives towards the corner flag. Holds the ball up. Just outside the box. Conte's in front of him. He tries to turn Conte. Not going to do that. Literally by his own corner flag now. He's forced backwards. Richarlison. Godfrey. Shut down by Giroud. Godfrey goes over. Giroud's doing this. Godfrey just goes over. And they've literally given the free kick. Left corner of our box. Just outside it. Deary me. It's never a free kick. But if you put yourself in a position, you're going to give away a free kick. So, Sigurdsson, I say edge of the box, it's not. It's about 30 yards out. Left of centre. I'd say, looking at it, it's about 5 yards outside of the post. Sigurdsson's eyeing this up. Is he going to have a shot? Is he going to cross it? It looks like he's going to shoot. Two-man wall from Chelsea. Sigurdsson shoots. Mendy was beaten. It's gone over the post. Over the bar. Deary me. Mendy just did that. One of them. It's gone over. Just still. He was beaten, Mendy. Absolutely beaten. All the Everton fans behind the goal are up. It's gone over. Chelsea possession. Worked up to Conte halfway. Tries to find Giroud. He's fouled by Keane. But there's Kovacic does really well. Edge of our box. Plays it into Mason Mount. Chill on the overlap. Byline. Cross comes in. Stands it up. Giroud tries to win a header. Everton get the ball away. They crowd Giroud out. And they've given a free kick away against Giroud again. Because guess what? Bloody what's his face? Mina. Claiming he's been hurt. It's actually Keane this time as well. Deary me. Giroud can't get in the game. Tammy. Bring Tammy on. There's a different option. Pace. Tammy's quicker than Keane and Mina here. Pulisic is not in the squad. Pulisic was deemed as not quite ready, which is, I think, is the right decision because of his hamstring. Going to play him one game and it flare up. Pickford takes a free kick and it's launched forward and Zuma wins a great header. Giroud lays it off to Conte. Zuma goes square to Silva. Chilwell forced to play it inside to Zuma. Lays a good ball off to Thiago Silva. Lumps the ball high out to the right hand side to Reece James. He's got acres. Halfway inside our own half. Richarlison goes out there to challenge him. Reece James just plays the ball out of play. Havertz is standing there looking at him. You have to say, what are you doing? Everton throw him right on halfway. Godfrey chatting to it. Carlo Ancelotti's about to take it. Goes up the line. Free header for Reece James. Wins it. Giroud. Chests it down. Into the path of Mateo Kovacic. Godfrey's there. Plays it back to Pickford. And Pickford blasts the ball out of play. Chelsea throw in. Halfway inside the Everton half. Cosmos, welcome along. Wilberforce, hello. So, Thiago Silva comes wide to Ben Chilwell. Mason Mount, halfway inside their half. Plays a nice little ball into Conte. Gets the ball back. Forced backwards to Silva. Zuma, Mason Mount, dead centre. Inside their half. Plays a nice little ball into Havertz. Out to the right hand side to Reece James. Cross comes in early. Giroud can't get there. Pickford's out by his near post. Collects the ball. It's unlucky. If it was a yard this way, towards the penalty spot, it would have been perfect. It's a bit unlucky. Yeah, Giroud had no chance. Everton possession inside their half. Deep inside the half with Mina. Allen comes to this right-hand side to Holgate. Back to Mina. Panics. Lumps it forward. Decore wins it. Gives it to Iwobi. Played out to Holgate. Conte does well to win the ball back. Chelsea inside their own half with Kovacic. Over halfway. Mason Mount, left wing. Plays it up to Werner. Gets the ball back from Werner. But Mina comes across and it's a Chelsea throw-in. Chilwell. Plays it inside to Kovacic, but Kovacic had a man with him. Conte's come across and won the ball. Thiago Silva dinks the ball to Chilwell. Chilwell goes down under a challenge from Decore. Chelsea free kick. Left-hand side, just inside their half. We need more balls in the box and quicker. Timo Werner's dropped to try and get the ball. He's not involved in the game at all here, Werner. But you can have a game like that and all it takes is one ball and Werner will score. His pace. Right, we've worked it to the right-hand side to Reece James. Flicks it up the line to Kai Havertz. He's forced backwards to James. James's forced backwards by Richarlison. And Zuma's got the ball on halfway and plays the ball back to Mendy, who's literally halfway inside their half. Under no pressure. Plays a 1-2 with Zuma, gets it back, comes to Silva. Still inside our own half. So Mason Mount drops to the halfway line, collects the ball, up to Werner. Werner back to Conte. Shut down. Everton are now pushing forward and pressing, and Chelsea go back to the goalkeeper. Mendy swings the ball out to his left-hand side to Silva, plays it back to Mendy. Mendy plays a nice little ball into Silva, who's moving away from trouble, and Chelsea have done well. Conte plays the ball up to halfway. Werner. Reece James in acres of space, right-hand side. Plays it into him. Reece James, level the edge of the box. Cross comes in first time. Keane reads it, but finds Reece James again. Reece James is booked. Reece James might be in a lot of trouble here. He isn't. He's got a yellow. So Reece James plays a cross in, and they read it and they get the ball away. And it comes to the edge of the box. And Reece James and Allen go in together. Reece James actually he sort of dives, but with his foot down, he wins the ball but goes through Allen. Allen's gone down onto his ankle. He's been booked. Allen's given it all this stuff. Reece James has got in his face, and now they're friends. I wouldn't mess with Reece James. He's huge. Half hour to go. Chelsea need to do much better. Chelsea need to go 10 yards further forward here. Press on Everton. Force Everton into mistakes. We need to win the ball back inside their half, which we're not doing at the minute. The Chelsea press is non-existent at the moment. It's just inside our own half at the minute. Kovacic is having a pop at the ref about something here. Pickford's going to take a long free kick. Deep inside his half, plays it from left out to the right hand side to Calvert-Lewin, but Thiago Silva wins the header, but just sort of cushions it behind him, and Iwobi lets it go for an Everton throw, 15 yards from our corner flag, but it's been told to go backwards a bit further. Holgate takes a throw into the box. Calvert-Lewin flicks it on, but there's Reece James on the cover, flicks the ball up, and Giroud just flicks the ball on into their box. Keane's just covering and plays it back to Pickford as Giroud keeps running to shut Pickford down, and Pickford lumps the ball forward. Zuma's underneath it, challenged by Calvert-Lewin, and Calvert-Lewin's given a free kick away. Chelsea free kick. Tammy's warming up. Tammy Abraham. His movement and the fact that he's more mobile than Giroud could be the answer here. But Chelsea have possession up to Timo Werner, who tries to flick a ball out to the right-hand side and gives it away. But to his credit, he works hard to win the ball back, and they give away a throw-in to Everton on halfway, right in front of Frank. To be honest with you, since half-time, there's been no improvement, really, from our performance. Right, we've now won the ball on the right-hand side, and Conte's coming across from right to left, across the centre circle, shut down by Sigurdsson, goes back to Silva, plays the ball inside to Kovacic, dribbles away from two Everton midfielders, back towards his own goal, and now plays the ball out wide right. Reece James chests it down away from Carlson. Conte, dead centre, 35 yards from goal, finds Havertz on the wing, up the line. And it was Mason Mount, I think, over there. Mason Mount has won a throw into Chelsea. Gets it back from Kovacic. Edge of the box. Cross comes in. Goes away. Havertz does well to win the Chelsea ball back. Reece James. Havertz back to goal. But he's shut down straight away. And we've won the ball back. Well done. Werner. Out to his left-hand side. Chilwell. Level the edge of their box. Tries to cross it. Blocked by Holgate. And Iwobi strides forward. And he's played in Calvert-Lewin, right-hand side, corner of the box. He's into the box. He comes across the box. It's a penalty to Everton again, for God's sake. Calvert-Lewin is played in down the right-hand side. He's literally heading towards the right-hand side of our box. He comes inside onto his left foot. Chilwell comes across him. Chilwell clatters into him and goes down. Calvert-Lewin's looking for it. He sort of comes across and Chilwell's there and they clatter into each other and the referee's given a penalty. Is VAR going to look at this or is it given? VAR's looking at it. Oh, they're looking at it. He's offside. Calvert-Lewin is offside as the ball's played forward. Chelsea are going to breathe again here. It's going to be given offside. I'm sure it is. Offside, well offside. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's offside. Penalties disallowed. Free kick to Chelsea. As that play evolved and Iwobi's done the right hand side, Thiago Silva comes over and puts himself in a position where he's just totally isolated. They flick it past him. He can't do anything, and they're in. Right, buck your ideas up, Chelsea, for God's sakes. That's a let-off, a real let-off. Right, possession. Chelsea, good flick from Kovacic, finds Conte. Havertz breaking into the edge of their box. Tries to get on his left foot. He's got Giroud standing there asking for the ball. Havertz ignores him. Thiago Silva's now fouled Calvert-Lewin. 10 yards inside their half. Everton throw-in, and Thiago Silva's booked. I thought it was a good challenge. Did he win the ball? No, he doesn't. It is a booking. Everton free kick. 25 to go, plus injury time. Chelsea need to change it. Put Tammy on. Launch it forward into the box again towards the far post. Mina. I'm surprised he's still standing. Towards the back post. Reece James goes up with Carlson. Carlson wins the ball and the second ball, and he's trying to dribble away from Chelsea defenders, and he forces a Everton corner. As the crosses come over to the far post, he goes up with Reece James. He sort of hits in between the two of them and just falls sort of dead. Carlson reacts quickest, but Reece James is up to try and stop him. Kovacic is there to support him. Reece James stands his ground and forces an Everton corner. Sigurdsson to take it. Left-hand side. Right-footed to swing this in. Chelsea need to get this away. Ball comes in. Zuma rises. Edge of the 6-yard box. Big header. Gets it away. Allen then tries to play it out to Sigurdsson. He can't keep the ball in play. Chelsea goal kick. So look, Cosmos, how you doing? Martha, hello. Jordan, hello. Gozzy, how are you doing? Welcome along everybody else who's involved. Get in amongst the chat. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel, don't forget. Right, Chelsea possession. Zuma with possession. Plays it up to Werner, who's dropped to halfway. Collects the ball. He's come off the wing now, Werner. He's playing free by the looks of it. Plays the ball inside, looking for Kovacic, but Kovacic didn't read it. Everton get it away as far as Zuma. Reece James now collects it and plays it square to Thiago Silva. 10 yards inside our own half. Silva inside the centre circle, asking people to show for him. Goes square to Zuma. Strides forward. Dribbles around Allen. Edge of the box. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Werner, who can just about, he doesn't. Zuma overplays it and it's gone off for Chelsea throw-in, Everton throw-in. Zuma had like little visions of Zuma against Ajax there last year. But it can't get his pass right, and Werner, unlucky. But Werner's coming right foot off the wing here. Right, Tammy's coming on. Tammy's got 25 or 24 plus injury time. Right, they're throwing. We've won it back. Kovacic working hard. Oh, they've just got the ball back. Decore's done well to take it off the feet of Kovacic. Giroud's taking a bit of a knock, but he's all right. Out to his right-hand side. Iwobi strides forward into Chelsea's half. Holgate supporting him. Iwobi inside the box, right-hand side. Gets his cross totally wrong and it goes straight out of play for a goal kick. They're in down our right-hand side. Our left-hand side, sorry. They're right. Chelsea change is Kai Havertz off for Tammy. Where's Tammy playing? He's asked Timo Werner to play on the right-hand side. Timo's going to the right. Tammy's coming to the left. Giroud's still there for the middle. He needs service, Giroud. And so does Timo. They're not got any of it. Trevor, how you doing? Abdullah, don't spam my chat, otherwise you'll be blocked. Right, Chelsea possession. Everton pressing to try and shut the ball down. And we've worked it quite well to halfway. Conte finds Werner. Out wide right to Reece James. Werner's calling for it down the line. Reece James is shut down by Allen. Allen's looking tired. He's been busting a gut the whole game and he's struggling now. Trying to keep up the pace of the game. Thiago Silva strides over halfway. Lays it off to Tammy. Lays it off to N'Golo Conte. Chelsea got overload on the right-hand side. Both Werner and Reece James are out there. Up against Godfrey. Play the ball out to the other side. Mason Mount spotted it. Goes across to Kovacic. Kovacic now plays it out to Reece James. It's too late. The ball's too late, but he's done well to play it inside to Mount. Timo Werner towards the byline, right-hand corner of the box. Plays it in low, but they saw it. Keane stepped forward and blocked it. And Allen strides away and just kicks the ball out of play. Allen looks like he's on his last legs here, which is a good sign because he's been everywhere so far. Silva up to Mason Mount, just inside their half. Decore stands off him. Zuma to Reece James, back to Zuma, who's now shut down by Calvert-Lewin. Mendy's got the ball again and brings it out to his left-hand side. It's N'Golo Conte who's dropped deep to come and get it. Plays it inside to Tammy, gets it back from Tammy, Conte. Mason Mount plays the ball out to the right-hand side to Reece James. Halfway inside their half, up to Kovacic inside, plays a little 1-2 with Werner. Kovacic then plays the ball inside to Werner, but Werner didn't read the 1-2 and we're giving it away. Calvert-Lewin, left-hand side. Richarlison, just over halfway. Shut down by Giroud, but turns away from him. Plays it square to Decore. Now, Richarlison's gone down, claiming that something's happened here. Richarlison. Giroud's giving him some grief here. Richarlison's down. Richarlison's gone down here, claiming that something's happened off the ball. Giroud's just looking at him as if to say, what's going on here? It's going to be VAR. What happened here? Richarlison runs into Giroud and goes down. So Giroud's saying to him, Richarlison does the old and all this. Yeah, Zuma's pulled Giroud away from Richarlison. Giroud wants to have a word with him for cheating. Referee doesn't want to know any of it, and it's Chelsea They put the ball out of play for a Chelsea throw, so Chelsea's going to give it back to Everton here. And we do. Right, Chelsea still need to be more mobile. We need to be quicker. We need to press. We need to go up 10 yards here. Right, it's gone back to Pickford, who takes a goal kick quickly. Reece James steps in front to win the ball. Comes off of Werner and goes off an Everton throw-in, right in front of the benches. Come on, Chelsea. You need to do better than this. This is not good. Not good at all. 16 unbeaten into this game. Well, their throw-in's won by Reece James. Mason Mount. Allen's won it again. But he's held off by Reece James. Allen's gone down, claiming he's been hit in the face. He hasn't been. Referee says play on. Giroud flicks the ball down to Mason Mount, but they've read it and they clear the ball away. And they're claiming for a foul, but it wasn't one. Referee's playing on. Allen's realised nothing's been given. He's trying to sprint back into his own half. Chilwell on halfway. He's asking for an out ball. Hasn't got one. Goes back to Silva. Silva finds Kovacic right-hand side. Timo Werner's dropped in. 10 yards inside their half to get involved. The ball goes back to Zuma. Silva inside the centre circle. Just to the right of centre circle to Kovacic. Plays the ball wide right to Reece James. Got a chance to get a ball in the box. He has. But he doesn't. It's not a good ball in the box, unfortunately, for Reece James, which is rare. Everton get it away. He goes up to Carlson on the halfway line. Plays it off of Kovacic. And it goes off for an Everton throw-in. Come on, Chelsea. You've got to be better than this. Lampard's asking him to be quicker. Seeker, you're 100% right. Colleen, we need to step up here. Right, Everton possession. Works up towards halfway. Goes back to Allen. Comes square to Mina. Plays it to Holgate, right-hand side. Plays the ball up to Decore, who's come across. And him and Iwobi lose it. Mason Mount, inside their half. Halfway inside their half. Strides away from Allen towards the edge of the box. Tries to play a ball inside. Chelsea throwing. Allen's trying to claim a foul. Needs to get used to the Premier League. Every time you go down, it's just ridiculous. Mina and Allen, shocking. Allen's a good player. But he just... all this stuff about going down off the ball. Right, Chelsea have got the ball. They've worked it across our back four, which is 10 yards inside their half now. Everton are pinned in their own half. They're sitting in their 4-4-2, what looks like. Up to Tammy, who's held off a challenge, into the centre circle and goes wide to Zuma. Kovacic, Werner, wrong pass again. Kovacic has won it. Into Tammy Abraham, who spins away from a challenge. In towards Giroud, headed away. Mason Mount, edge of the box. Up against Iwobi, wins it. Kante's there supporting. And Ben Chilwell. Kante plays the ball towards the back post. Tammy can't get there. And it's gone off for an Everton goal kick. We're playing the wrong ball. Chelsea are playing the ball too slow at the minute. They're playing the wrong passes. They're not incisive. There's no... It's just there's no final pass. There's no one... When we get the ball, there's no one making a run in between the two defenders. Like the right side is centre-back and their right back. The left side is centre-back and their left back. There's no one making that running behind. And this is what the problem is at the minute. Everton are defending for their lives, doing well. Working hard, but surely this last 15 minutes, it's got to change. Has to change. Pickford with a long goal kick. Calvert-Lewin holds off Thiago Silva, who's booked, don't forget. Silva can't really challenge him. Calvert-Lewin has actually run the ball out of play on halfway. Chelsea throw him. Chilwell goes short to Conte, gets the ball back, shut down by Iwobi, goes back to Silva. Mendy, 10 yards outside his own box, comes back to the left-hand side to Silva. Chilwell, up the line, looking for Mount. Giroud's running behind him. Mount was trying to flick it on, but Decore was there to win the header. Chelsea throwing halfway inside their half, left wing. Giroud goes down the line. Tammy comes short. Can't lay the ball off to Chilwell. His touch is poor, but Decore plays it straight out of play. Chelsea throwing again. Chilwell. Giroud's up the line, so is Tammy. Goes back to Thiago Silva, whose touch lets him down, and Everton win the ball back, but Conte's there battling. Calvert-Lewin plays it to Carlson, who's in, but Reece James has come around the cover and does really well. Chelsea lost the ball and Everton were in there. Calvert-Lewin spotted Carlson. Reece James did well to win the challenge. Everton has still got the ball. Right wing, Iwobi, into the feet of Calvert-Lewin. 25 yards out, but Kovacic slides in and wins a great ball. Conte steps away. Left-hand side to Tammy. Tammy plays the ball square to Zuma. Just over halfway. Out to the right wing. Timo Werner. Is it Timo? Timo's claiming he's been blocked off. Referee doesn't give it. They just fire the ball straight to Zuma. 10 yards inside their half. Kovacic. James. Zuma on the halfway line. That ball from right to left, looking for Chilwell. Chilwell wins a header inside. Tammy lays the ball, tries to lay it off to Mason Mount. They read it. Decore and Allen combine to get the ball away and find Sigurdsson. Plays the ball right wing to Iwobi. He's got acres of space. In behind Chilwell. Cross comes in towards the back post. Too far in front of Decore. Collects the ball. Richarlison. Left-hand corner of our box. Tries to take Kovacic on. Holds him off with his body. And Chelsea win back possession slowly. Kovacic from the edge of his box. Tries to find a ball inside to Mason Mount. Hits it straight at Sigurdsson, and now Richarlison's got the ball. Plays it back to Decore. Everton look like they're knackered on their last legs here. Chelsea have done well to press, and we force them all the way back to Pickford. There's Mason Mount leading it. Pickford lumps the ball forward. Carlson was offside. He looks knackered. Come on. Step it up again. 13, 14 minutes plus injury time. Thiago Silva up to Conte. Gets the ball back. Dead centre. Just to the bottom of the centre circle. Silva looking for an out ball. Goes to the right hand side to Zuma. Plays a little ball 10 yards in front of him to Kovacic. Shut down, so goes wide to Reece James. To Werner, who's shut down straight away by Godfrey, and Werner has had to go back. Silva, inside the centre circle once more. Up to Mount. Goes a little ball to Kovacic, back to Silva. Timo Werner's the ball on the right-hand side. We got the ball with Kovacic. Plays it up to Mount. Turns away from Allen. Turns away from a challenge from Godfrey. Edge of the box. Mount tries to get the cross in. Blocked away from a Chelsea corner. Keane's trying to G up his teammates. Mount did well. Chelsea corner. Come on. Let's make something of this. Tammy stand on Pickford. Zuma, Silva, Kovacic, Giroud, all on the penalty spot. The ball's played so literally so high and long towards the back post. No one's there. Everton head it away. Werner picks the ball up, gives it to Reece James, who's brought down right on the edge of the box. Chelsea free kick once more. He's about to shoot. Decore's taking him out. Come on. Decore's booked. Reece James did really well. Werner picked up the loose ball, gave it to James, turns away from two defenders, drives towards the box, and Decore takes him down. Chelsea free kick, right hand side. Who's taking it? Mount's over it. Chilwell's over it. Reece James is over it. Reece James actually put the ball down, so it looks as though Reece James will be on it, having it. Pickford's having to go at his wall. Conversation between Mount, James and Chilwell as to who's going to take it. Just get it on target. I don't care who takes it. Looks like Mount's taking it. Mount has called it, I think. He has. Mason Mount. Pickford's got his ball lined up. Mason Mount shoots. Oh, he's at the bottom of the post, the far post. It bounces out and Werner's there, right hand side. Crosses then blocked. Deary me. Hit the post twice, Chelsea today. Reece James and Mount. Pickford was expecting to go over the wall towards his right-hand side, but he actually went far post. And Pickford did that, and Pickford was beaten. Yeah, Pickford was well beaten. Couldn't get there, and he's hit the bottom of the post. That was unlucky. Really unlucky. Right, Everton have got to throw him. 9 minutes plus injury time to go. Only the one change so far. Tammy. On for Kai Havertz. Come on, Chelsea. Is it time for Jorginho? With his passing. Well, they throw it up the line. They've won another throw-in. Just in front of Carlo Ancelotti. Godfrey's going to take it. He's taking his time. He's got the ball by his side. Referee's watching him. Just giving him a bit of a hurry up. Chelsea change. Mateo Kovacic off. Billy Gilmore's coming on. Come on, Billy. Get yourself involved. You're trying to encourage everyone, Gilmore, straight away. Everton are making a change. Andre Gomez is coming on for Gylfi Sigurdsson. Showing his penalty again. Don't want to see that. Well, come on, we've still got time. 7 minutes to go, plus injury time. Everyone throwing up the line. They've won possession, but Gilmore's in there biting it in the challenges. Comes out to Tammy. Plays it up to Giroud. He's been taken out on halfway. Referee's seen it. Giroud steps away from the challenge. Gilmore. Giroud. Everton won it back inside their own half. And they play it up to the right wing. But Silva comes across and wins it. Right on halfway. Conte. Inside the centre circle. Billy Gilmore. Up to Tammy. Wrong ball. Tammy's crowded out of it straight away. We've won it back though. Conte. Ball's wide right to Timo Werner. Mason Mount. Plays it out to Werner. Cross comes in low and Giroud connects with it. 10 yards over the bar on the penalty spot. Unlucky. Harry. Welcome along. Nikesha, hello. Good ball from Werner. It's unlucky though. First time Chelsea have won the ball high. Need to keep doing that. We should have been pressing much earlier here. Should have played 10 yards further forward. Quicker. Right, Alan's claiming that he's got a bad finger or a bad hand, bless him. Mina's consoling him. Deary me. What's happened here? He went in for a challenge with Gilmore. And nothing's happened, but he's gone down holding onto his hand. The referee just said play on. Shocking. Honestly, such a good play. You haven't got to do all that stuff. Right, Chelsea have won back possession. Conte over halfway. Gilmore outside the centre circle. Tries to find the ball to Timo. And Gilmore gives it away. Godfrey strides forward over halfway. He keeps going. Out to the left-hand side. Richarlison, level the edge of our box. Left wing. Reece James in front of him. Gilmore comes out. Gone back to Godfrey. Reece James is there. Andre Gomez tries to find Richarlison. Richarlison, honestly, these South American players, they love going down, don't they? Richarlison and Reece James have been having, like, argy-bargy, the two of them. He literally runs into the back of Reece James and goes down. Allen's had to come off to have his hand looked at, bless him. He's having a little bit of a bandage put on. Oh, poor man. Deary me. Mina, Allen, Richarlison. You're good players. You haven't got to do that. I know everyone does it. Right, they're making late changes. Iwobi's coming off for Davis. Referee had the time on, hopefully. Right, Everton free kick, level with the edge of our box, wide left, right footed. It's going to be swung into the box. Looks like it's Andre Gomez to take it. Meanwhile, everybody else is up, drills it low, and Zuma's won it at the near post and clears the ball away. In for a throw into Everton. They're taking their time again. Referee's just watching them. Godfrey to take it. Goes up the line to Carlson. He's going to fall over it. Reece James. He's won a corner. Everton corner. Deary me. Come on, guys. Chelsea fans, be positive. 16 games unbeaten. Be positive before this game. It's always a hard game at Goodison. You have to earn the right to win the game. We haven't done that yet. Andre Gomez takes the corner. Right-footed. Swinger. Billy Gilmore wins a header at the near post and clears the ball away. Didn't know nothing about it, to be fair. Did that. I think it's come off his top of his, or the back of his neck. Thiago Silva's trying to organise. Mendy's there. He's got Holgate standing right on Mendy. Mendy's trying to push him out of the way. The referee's watching. Gomez with a free kick, corner come in. Swings the ball in. Zuma rises. Heads the ball down. Doesn't get any distance on it. They collect the ball and goes out to the right-hand side. Again, our left-hand side. Gomez tries to get across in. I don't know. I think he was trying to shoot from a stupid angle. And it's gone out straight for Chelsea goal kick. Take it quickly. Zuma. Outside the edge of our box. To left-hand side to Silva. Silva to Chilwell. Halfway inside our half. Chilwell plays the ball. Long ball up to nobody. But Mason Mount's done well to read it. It comes out to Gilmore. 30 yards out to Chilwell. Chilwell goes outside to Mason Mount. Two defenders in front of him. Goes square to Gilmore. Holds the ball up and forced away by Allen. To Silva. To Zuma. Mendy. Comes back to Silva. 10 yards inside our own half. Zuma on inside the centre circle. Right hand side of it. Steps over into their half. Goes wide right to Reece James. Goes to cross it. Comes back onto his other foot. Conte. Mason Mount, 25 yards from goal. Left corner of the box. Tries to find a ball inside to Tammy. They get the ball away. But they only head it as far as N'Golo Conte. Wins the ball. But Gilmore does well to step in front of Andre Gomez and win the ball back. Reece James back to Zuma on halfway. Gilmore comes to get the ball and goes wide to Reece James. Gets the ball back from him. Gilmore, centre, literally inside their half. Comes this side to Thiago Silva. Silva plays it back out to the right to Zuma. Reece James is the ball. And Zuma just kicks the ball straight out of play. Zuma was being closed down, or he's got someone in front of him. He's tried to play the ball around the defender and kicked it straight out. They've got a throw in a yard by their own corner flag, left-hand side. If this was rugby, that would be perfect from Zuma. Into touch, but it isn't. Richarlison's gone off, replaced by Kenny. Defenders come on. It looks like they're going 5 at the back. Or is he going to play on the wing? Looks like Kenny's going to play on the wing. So Everton throw in. They got another one? They got another one. I know, it's a Chelsea throw. Zuma goes back to Thiago Silva, right in front of Frank Lampard. Gets the ball back. Lumps the ball high. Abraham's got to win it. He doesn't. Mina comes across, but Chilwell's read it. Into the box, left-hand side. Tries to cross it. And Holgate, with a great challenge, goes off for Chelsea corner. Mason Mount scarpers across to get the ball, to cross the ball into the box. Mount swings the ball in. It's easy for Pickford to punch the ball away. Gilmore picks the ball up outside the box. Puts it back in there. Doesn't beat the second defender. They get it away. Gilmore goes up with Calvert-Lewin and loses. And Everton are breaking. Andre Gomez, left wing. Halfway inside our half. Chilwell's gone across to meet him. Plays it up the line to Kenny by the corner flag. He goes back to Andre Gomez. Just trying to waste some time. Plays it off the Chelsea defender for an Everton corner. 5 minutes of injury time. There's 4 minutes of injury time to go. We're going to lose this game. If we lose this game, it's the players we're missing, obviously, but the way we played in the first half, we should have changed it to go higher up second half. Right, they take the corner short. 4 minutes injury time to go. Play inside the box. It's laid off to Kenny. Reece James crowds him out. Chelsea free kick. Thiago Silva plays it just outside the D of our own box to Conte. Strides forward. Comes to the left-hand side. Turns, stops, goes back to Thiago Silva. Right centre. Silva, long ball forward. Looking up for Giroud. Jumps underneath the ball. Got his angle totally wrong, Giroud. And it's gone all the way through to Pickford. And Pickford makes sure he gets every single inch that he can get out of his penalty box to wait and wait and wait and then collect it. He's now directing everyone forward. He's going to lump it forward here, Pickford. Lampard's shaking his head on the sidelines. Lumps the ball forward. Goes all the way through to Mendy, who's outside his box on the D. Just plays it to his left-hand side to Zuma, left of centre. Strides up towards halfway. Chilwell's outside him. Conte drops deep and Thiago Silva's got acres of space right-hand side. Plays it to him. He's had to go out to the right wing to get the ball. Halfway inside their half. Swings the ball into the box. Goes over Giroud and Tammy. There's no one there following up at the back post. They clear it away. Only as far as Zuma. 2.5 minutes to go. Zuma asking everyone to get forward. Wide right to Silva. Silva lumps the ball forward, edge of the box. Tammy flicks the ball on to someone at the back post. It comes out to Gilmour. Reece James. Conte, 35 yards from goal. Dead centre. Got no one on the right-hand side because James had come inside to win the ball. Gets recycled. Back to Conte. Gilmour. Back to Zuma. Thiago Silva, 35 yards from goal. Swings the ball towards the back post. Too long. And Pickford comes out, claims it, falls in a heap on the floor. Wasting his time. It's one of those games today where Chelsea just got things wrong today. It was a stupid penalty to give away. First real mistake Mendy's made. And it just wasn't going for us. Wasn't going for us today. Right, long ball punted forward by Pickford and Reece James tries to take it down. He does. But Calvert-Lewin's nicked it off of him. And there's Allen with his bandage. Goes out to Kenny. Plays it inside to Calvert-Lewin. Holds off one challenge. Gets the ball back. Chelsea have won it back. Giroud gives it to Gilmour. Shut down straight away. Andre Gomez. Chelsea free kick. A minute of injury time to go. Silva's going to take it. He's leaving it for Mendy. Mendy's going to lump it forward here. Right, Mendy. Lumps the ball forward towards the edge of their box. Zuma flicks the ball down. Tammy's in behind their defender. Into the box. Tries to get a cross in. Blocked away and they've come away with it. Holgate. Tammy's trying to shut him down. Holgate's done well. He's running down the right-hand side. Taking it all the way up the pitch. Towards the corner flag, and then Conte comes across and wins the ball back brilliantly well. Gilmour, outside our box, shut down by Andre Gomez. Fouled again. Chelsea free kick again. 23 seconds to go. I'm delayed, so it's probably already over. Long ball played up towards Giroud. Can't win it, but Mason Mount's got second ball. Werner. Reece James comes out to his left-hand side to Chilwell. Chilwell. Conte plays the ball, looking for a pass to Werner, who slips over. Kenny wins it, and it's full time. Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Not the game and the performance that we thought it would be. It's all over. We've lost the game, and the unbeaten run is over. But I just have to say, Everton have played well. Everton have dug in. Everton made the game difficult for Chelsea. They defended their own half. Allen was everywhere. Just a shame of his histrionics all the time. But Everton did well today. Chelsea didn't do enough. That's what it comes down to. Lampard doesn't look happy at all as he's walking off the pitch. Chelsea just... We dominated possession of the ball. When it got to the final third, it was the wrong ball. It was the wrong cross. We just couldn't find an end product today, and that's disappointing. And to think you've got all three centre forwards on the pitch last 15, 20 minutes, and you still can't create anything, that was a problem today. Real problem. But Everton worked hard. Everton win 1-0 in front of their supporters, and it's a big result for them. Disappointing for Chelsea. Really, really was, I have to say. But what I will say is this. Don't jump on the bandwagon on social media. Do not go on Twitter and give it all this nonsense and start slating people and start calling for people to not be playing and all this stuff. It's a game. It takes a whole season. Chelsea, as we said, 16 games unbeaten in all competitions. That's the first defeat in 17 games. Let's just go easy. Kurt Zuma's having words with somebody as he's walking off. And he's been pulled away from somebody. I don't know who. But, listen, at the end of the day, it was one of those performances where it just wasn't going to happen. Dogbone, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you for the comments. Like the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you check out my other content on the channel. Thank you very much, guys. Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Everton made it difficult. Everton did what they do well. Chelsea didn't do enough. That's it. That's it from me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the commentary, not the actual result. Have a good evening. I'm off to go and watch Strictly Come Dancing with the wife. On delay. Take care, everyone. Have a good Saturday evening. See you next time.